Alexandra said it very well that Russia is not always that great with when it comes to information war. It's true. And I'm sure that you, as people who try to do this important journalism about Donbass, you actually probably read a lot of the Western sources and read a lot of the lies that are spread there about Donbass and about the war in Donbass. So I wanted to ask you this question. In your opinion, what is the biggest lie that the Western media spreads about Donbass and about this war?
It's difficult because I see, so many lies. I see one story about cat that was stolen by Russian soldier. It was very funny because I see soldiers every day. My husband is also a Russian officer, and I know that one thing they have payment from our government, big payment, and they do not need to steal cats to sell it in Russia, and we have a lot of cats in Russia also. And in this report, correspondent told that, they are stealing everything. They need to sell it in Russia because they have no money, no things in Russia, and in Ukraine there are a lot of European things. Oh, guys, we have a lot of things from Europe. In Moscow is one of the biggest cities, the modern city. We have everything we want, and in our big country we have also boundaries with Asian countries. So we have things from Asia that in Ukraine you cannot found, and a lot of people who came as soldiers to this war was born and live in regions like Amurska region, Vladivostok. It's our Дальний Восток, far west. So far east. So they see a lot during their way through our country. You think that in Ukrainian, I think, sorry for all Ukrainians, but poor cities we can find something that we can't find in Russia. And this lie was very funny for me, and I remember it. So
you hear all this news that Russian soldiers are stolen toilets from Ukraine. You hear it maybe? Yes. It's very funny. I don't know what I'm sorry, drugs they use to create this news, but it is. And also my favorite lie, even Zelensky tell it in New Year обращение. He tells that one old woman take a duck, shoot it to copter Russian, and copter fell down. It's real story. Even Zelensky tell it. But if be serious, the most lie for me is that Russia started this war. It's not like this totally, and I don't know what to say. Okay.
I've made an interview with a man and his family from Popasna. It's a city or small town, I don't know. Town in Lugansk People Republic. And he told how this war have been started. Popasna was attacked all days in January. So every day Popasna was attacked by Ukrainians. And after these attacks, our government, our representatives start talking about Ukraine again, because we have like a pause in this war for people who live in Moscow. because I think that Nastya have never seen that that war has stopped. For us, we do not hear about Ukraine for this conflict in Ukraine and between Ukraine and Donbass for a long time, and then in January, in Moscow, we started again thinking about the situation in Donbass because the communication has been started again. So the attacks was from Ukraine and after from Russia, and we have people who can say it and already try to tell about it.
For me, as a foreigner, coming here now, the biggest lie is that the war started last year in February. It's like, and this lie is still repeated and repeated and repeated in the West. Nobody acknowledges that this war has been going for the last 10 years.
You know, as for me, the biggest lie is when Ukrainian government said that people here, people of Donbass, shell themselves. Yes, it was terrible. You know, especially when first time Donetsk was shelled by during couple days, all day. Some regions of Donetsk was shelled by Ukrainian MLRS Grad. A lot of houses was burned. A lot of people was running away. A lot of wounded and killed civilians. And I came there. I saw this. The most terrible pictures that I remember when I came to one house and I see a lot of kids stuff. I see that somewhere here should be little child, and it was so scary because this house was totally destroyed. And then we start to look for something, for I don't know, so for wounded or for dead civilians, and we found couple of young people, men and women, and immediately their father came and started to cry. Then I understood that a little child was taken away from this house, but this young couple came back just to take some stuff, and the Ukrainian shell just came and killed them. And after this, Ukrainian government said they shelled themselves.
This is a very usual story for that period, 2014, 2015. All the world was convinced by the media from the West, from Ukraine, also from the Ukraine, that we shooting ourselves. It was how can it? It's for people here. We got used to it now. We all know here that that which is the reality. We feel it. It's about our lives. We feel this danger. But at the same time, we know that in the West and also in Ukraine, where we have our families, people are getting knowledge that somehow this goes all from Russia aggression from 2014. In 2014 and 15, they told us that this is still Russian aggression, and we shooting. Russia shoots us, or we shoot ourselves, and destroying our cities with our children. It's really like how can people believe it? It's that's our reality. Yeah.